Hi, and welcome to this energizing yoga flow. Whether you're new to yoga or a little bit more advanced, this yoga flow can serve you. So let's get started on the top edge of your mat in standing mountain pose, distributing the weight evenly in all four corners of your feet, palms facing open towards the front of the room, lifting up through the crown of the head, maybe rolling those shoulders back and down. Your next inhale, let's go ahead and lift those arms up overhead, coming into prayer hands, and maybe setting an intention for your practice today. And releasing those hands back down to the side. And on your next inhale, reaching up overhead again. Exhaling as you swan dive over into forward fold, keeping a nice bend in the knees. Inhaling as we half lift up, exhaling, folding over, planting the hands onto the ground, stepping back into low lunge, and back into plank. Let's go and come down to the knees, and then we're going to tricep push-up or chaturanga all the way down to the mat. Inhaling as we lift up into baby cobra, and then exhaling as we come up onto all fours, tucking those toes under, lifting back up into downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and pedal out those heels, warming up the calves and the hamstrings. Then pushing the chest down towards the thighs, keeping a nice bend in the knees. Your next inhale, look in through your hands. We're going to step back into low lunge and then stepping together into forward fold. Let's go ahead and windshield wiper those feet out, hugging on to opposite elbows, keeping a bend in the knees, coming into ragdoll pose. Gently sway your body from side to side, releasing all tension from the low back and offering space in between the vertebrae. Go ahead and release those hands back down to the mat, bring the feet back in together, and we're going to round up the spine one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way back up. Take another nice deep breath here. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and lift back up. We're going to come back into sun salutation again. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling and folding, planting those hands down, stepping back into low lunge, and then back into high plank. Either stay up on toes or come back down to knees. Chaturanga down, inhaling, flowing through into upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back into downward dog. Pedal out those feet again. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up toward the sky in three-legged dog, bringing that foot in between our hands, coming up nice and strong into warrior one. So back foot is out at a 45-degree angle, front foot is facing forward, gaze lifted, arms up nice and strong. We're going to open up into warrior two, bring the back foot parallel with the back edge of the mat, arms go out parallel with the floor. Releasing that left arm up towards the sky, coming up into reverse warrior. Coming back into warrior two, straighten out that front leg. We're going to hinge forward from the hips, coming into triangle pose. Let's go ahead and bring both hands down to the mat. We're going to bring both feet parallel with the side edges of the mat. Maybe bring the mat a little bit further apart if you need to. Coming into this wide leg forward fold. Trying to release all the way down to get your forehead to touch the mat, but only go as far as what's comfortable for you. We're going to lift up here, walking our hands over to the left side, coming into this low side lunge. Either keeping hands on the mat nice and supported, or bringing hands into prayer hands. Your next inhale, let's go ahead and walk over to the right side, releasing down into this low side lunge. Taking a breath here, exhaling it all away. Your next inhale, let's go ahead and walk over to the left side again, finding what suits you. And then walking those hands back over to the right side. Coming back up into that wide leg forward fold. And then coming over to the right leg, right toes pointed forward, back foot pointed out at a 45-degree angle, coming back into Warrior One. Staying here nice and strong, and then opening up into Warrior Two. Your next inhale, let's go ahead and reverse our warrior. Then coming back into Warrior Two, straightening out that front leg, hinging forward at the hips, coming into triangle pose. Again, releasing both hands down to the mat, coming back into that wide leg forward fold. If you're a little bit more advanced, I'd offer you to come into this inversion with me. You can either do a tripod headstand or forearm stand. Bringing those legs up toward the sky, keeping the core nice and tight. Let's go ahead and release those legs back down, coming back into that wide leg forward fold. Go ahead and windshield wiper those feet in a little bit closer. We're going to drop the hips down, coming into this low yoga squat, also known as garland pose. This is a great hip opener. Trying to keep that head and your chest up nice and high. If you'd like to play around with an arm balance, we can move into crow pose. If not, go ahead and stay put into garland pose. In crow pose, we're resting our knees onto our elbows and forearms, balancing on our hands. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and make our way back down onto our mat, hugging onto those knees, rolling all the way back to our backs. Go ahead and sway those knees side to side, offering a gentle massage to the low back. Hugging on tight here, and then releasing one leg at a time. Settling into our final resting pose, known as Savasana or corpse pose. Start settling back into your natural breath rhythm and relaxing your body. Feeling your body hang heavy against the mat below you. Just melting into this pose. Thank you for joining me in this yoga flow today. I'll offer you to stay here as long as you'd like. Namaste.